This is RT International. A frequent guest here on this network, UK left-wing MP Jeremy Corbyn's Labour leadership race was seen as, well, fantasy until last week. But all that's been turned on its head with the latest poll putting him as the front-runner with 43% of the vote. Now, the poll prompted bookmakers to lower their odds on Mr Corbyn winning the election from 200 to 1 to 5 to 2 before the nominations were closed last month. And we've been closely following Mr Corbyn's stance on several key issues for years.
I am very concerned at this increase in US bombardment of Syria without, as I understand it, any legal basis for doing it other than the issues faced by ICL in Iraq. There has to be some more nuanced, more systematic political process in the whole area.
Well, Israel has been grabbing land from the Palestinians ever since 1948. In any sense in international law, Israel's continued colonization and occupation is illegal.
What we've now done is involved ourselves in a civil war between the transitional government and the Gaddafi regime in Tripoli, and I suspect this is going to run for a very long time and get incredibly nasty and bloody.
Is the world a safer place? No. Is the threat of terrorism less? No. Is this a good way forward for world international law? No. The issue is this country involved itself in what I believe to be an illegal invasion of another country.
And growing support for Corbyn has led to some of his party members stating that they would not serve in any shadow cabinet led by that MP. It's clear an offensive has been mounted against him.
People say, you know, well, my heart says I should really be without politics. Well, get a transplant, because that's just that.
Labour Party members want to win, and I don't think they will be electing Jeremy Corbyn to do so.
The moronic MPs who nominated Jeremy Corbyn to have a debate
it includes John Cruddas,
need their heads felt. They need their heads felt. They should be ashamed of themselves.
Damien McBride, a former special advisor to Gordon Brown when he was Prime Minister, says such criticism is groundless as Corbyn is prepared to defend his arguments.
They're doing that kind of criticism, and I must say it's totally misjudged. It reminds me very much of how David Cameron first responded to the rise of UKIP and Nigel Farage in this country. He dismissed people that wanted to vote for Nigel Farage as crackpots and loons. He tried to marginalise them, which is that it drives more people into his camp because they say, no, I disagree with you. I want to listen to what this man has to say. And the difference between Jeremy Corbyn and you know, someone that is genuinely a bit sort of far left is that he comes across as very reasonable. He's prepared to defend his arguments. He's prepared to cite economists who support his positions. He is not the sort of stuff of total head-banging left-wing, I want to take the country back to the 1970s. He's actually got some good ideas, and he says them in a very authentic way.
And while some criticise Jeremy Corbyn for his political views, many admirers have formed online for the MP. A legion of fans on a popular parenting site have called him sexy in a weary old sea dog way. You can head to our website rt.com for a lot of his interviews.
It means someone's boots on the ground, for sure. Now,
He wants to push as far as he can.
Once you state the goal, then you have to put plans in place to achieve the goal.
I want to free France from the EU straitjacket.
What we have here is we have the bond markets sending us warning signals.
Our own politicians, even those who are voting for those measures, do not believe in them.
Well, we cannot surrender so easily our social rights, our civic pride.